All right, y'all. Welcome back to another rendition of the Cozy Podcast. I'm your host, Jamal Hollywood. And today I'm here with the creator and owner of the brand 3Reasons, your one and only Zay from Plainfield. You feel me? So, to start it off, let the people know a little bit about yourself, where you from, your purpose with your brand, and some of the things that you get into and what makes you you.
First and foremost, like you said, my name's Zay. Creator of 3 Reasons. I'm a year in, just passing this new year, honestly. From Plainfield, New Jersey, inner city. If not many people know, it's not the Roughnecks, but it's tough around there. And to make it out and create my own vision brand to push out for the people was something that I was able to do. And with 3 reasons is love, loyalty, and respect. And those are three principles we all stand on in life. And I feel as though without them three principles, what do you stand on and what do you stand for? And we should all live by that.
So, with you being from Plainfield, New Jersey, what kind of motivated you to be different from some of your peers and try to step away and create something of your own and kind of build your legacy off of that?
Uh More so, let's say be different from my peers. I would be. It's more so like bringing everybody with me. I'm more of a team player. Feel me? I created this brand for where when I make it, the whole city make it. Cause it's not. It's bigger than me. And I didn't think about it for just me when coming into this. It's for my kids, everybody. It's big, like it's just bigger than Isaiah, I should say. It's 3 reasons that like everybody stand on these principles. So I feel as though once I go, everybody gonna go, and I created something for my city. So once I make it, I feel as though everybody could vouch or be proud of somebody coming from the inner city. Like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
he came up with $1 million brand. Like, I know this guy. Like, we made it. We got somebody in our city to create something. And then being I'm in that aspect of like inshallah I get to a higher level, I'm able to meet new people, different resources to put people in my city on the different things, like people that create music, like different talent with art. Like there's so
Mm-hmm.
much talent in our city, it's just we don't have the right resources or not connected well to get where we need to go. And I feel as though if I'm able to with this brand and get where I need to go, I could continue to help my city out.
Okay. So, how much does your faith play a part into your reasoning for doing everything that you're doing? How much does your faith and your religion and your way of life, I should say, kind of shape and mold your mind into being this person that you are right now?
A lot, a lot. My faith is in Allah, so I stand true to my deen. Try to pray 5 times a day, inshallah. I just came from the masjid earlier today with Juma. It's a lot of du'as. I put a lot of prayer and faith into Allah, and everything becoming a light. It don't come all in one instant, but over time, a lot, as I say, a lot of prayer. Keep asking for forgiveness and everything. It all unfolds in my liking.
Mhm. So, you were speaking about your faith and how that kind of molded you into the person that you are right now.
Right.
You were speaking about all of us having these values of love, loyalty, and respect. Did Was there something in your life outside of religion that kind of, made you focus on that aspect of life, or was it the religion that kind of helped you see this purpose right here, you know?
I'll say a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
It's more the true values of who I am and how I move and operate as a man. And being I study the Islam and more I read and better my knowledge, it just correlate to more and more into the brand. It just
Mm-hmm.
makes it more powerful. Like for as far as though people in Islam, it's not just for Islam though, but again, people that understand faith necessarily, if they want to correlate this into it, it means something. It stands out to something, a purpose for everything.
Mm-hmm. And what are your like goals as far as like branding is concerned? Are you looking to, cater to strictly just clothing, or are you looking to branch off into more sectors of business, with the 3 Reasons brand?
Right. 3 reasons, like I said earlier, it's not just a clothing brand. I don't look view it as a clothing brand being what it stands for: love, loyalty, respect. 3 reasons. Its name itself, it could branch out to so more. So I'm not looking just for the clothing brand. I'm looking to tap into any business revenue I could get into.
Mm-hmm.
So
So speak about the experiences that you've had growing up that kind of, outside of, the things that we've spoken about, some of the things that kind of shaped you into who you are today, outside of the brand and everything.
uh, I was in the sports. I played both. I was outside in the sports, but more so focused on sports. So uh, basketball is my thing. Football, uh, mainly basketball. I got recruited in college to play that. Went to Ramapo, graduated from Ramapo as well.
Mm-hmm.
Played. Still got another year actually to go get my master's and play. So I'm gonna see if I'll do that, inshallah. But uh, just growing up in the inner city, man, it was just being a kid, running the streets, doing things, being a kid, bad things, not nothing crazy, outrageous to where I'm by the law, getting locked up by the law and everything, but just being a kid, man. Not everybody sees certain things. I can't speak on a lot of things, but certain kids didn't grow up to see certain things outside in the street so early.
Mm-hmm.
What I was able to see what shaped me into who I am today, and I don't know. I just view a lot of things. I sit back and observe a lot of things. I don't know. I'm just an observer.
Now, with you being a father now and taking into consideration everything you just said, what are some things that you are kind of, looking back on in your life and saying, all right, I don't want my son going through this, and I kind of want to like, you know, do things differently based off of the things that I've experienced. Like, what are some of the things that kind of stick out for you, to where it's like, these are things that I've seen in my family or through generations or even through peers that I don't want my son to be influenced by because it kind of affected me or my peers in certain ways.
Right. My my situation different. I had my first kid at 19. My little one Josiah, my first one at
Mm-hmm.
19. Then recently, 22, I had my little one Zayden, and he won. So, uh, their experiences and what I want them to is like I go through my trials and tribulations now, being I'm still young. So every mistake or mishap
Mm-hmm.
I come across, I'll view it like I don't want my kids to make this mistake. Certain things, excuse me, my parents did raising me. Now I put into how I parent with my sons. Like
Mm-hmm.
certain things I'm gonna push on them, far as like allowing them to be their own person, far as a sport. I'm not gonna dictate one sport. Being I play basketball, I'm not pushing basketball. If you want to play soccer, we all into soccer. So it's more so just again every obstacle I overcome now in my life, they grow with me. So
Mm-hmm.
every step they learn, and it's just a better learning. It's a better, what is it? How can I put it? They take better from my mistakes, being I'm young, and then they viewing it with me. Cause
Mm-hmm.
everywhere I go, he's with me. So they seeing everything.
Okay. Okay. So how does that lifestyle kind of like shape your mind? Once people our age, start to have children and stuff, you either step up or you fall off. So how did you stay, you know, the man that you are right now and still catering to your own personal business while also, taking care of your everyday needs?
I would say having my father in my life, he shaped me to who I am today, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like having that father figure in a kid life is probably most important. Again, but I didn't like I my parents and my upbringing was different. I didn't grow up with my mom for real, so I was strictly with my dad all the time. So I was already taught how to be a man for real.
Mm-hmm.
So now it was just same thing with him and my kids is just teaching them to be men. And then at a young age with these kids that's want to have babies or thinking it's cool, you got to step up and be a man and handle your responsibilities. The money come and go. So if you let your kid pour into your kid, oh, like I believe in Islam, so it's not like again we pour out, we givers. So
Yeah.
when we give out, we don't look for no return. Our faith is from Allah. Allah is gonna give us a greater return later on down the line. So
Mm-hmm.
like my advice is don't have kids now if you're not ready to step up and take out and do other things because you're gonna lose time from your personal needs and you gonna have to make ends meet. Not a lot of people ready for that parenting. It look cool on social media, the baby's cute and all, but when it's time to sit down and provide and put clothes on the kid back and still make ends meet and pay your bills, it get rough. I got two,
Hmm.
so it ain't easy. Like with my brand, I'm working. I work hard.
Yeah, I feel like that's something a lot of people need to hear because as we getting older, you only seeing more and more people with children,
Right.
whether they sticking with their partner or not,
Mm-hmm.
and some people, like I said, they either step up to the plate or they don't.
Right.
But seeing people, especially in the community that we grew up
Mm-hmm.
in Jersey, seeing people like progress and grow, you want to see people kind of like do what you're doing, still be motivated to pursue something and also still handle your responsibilities.
Right.
But that right there is not something that's implemented in everybody's brain. Everybody can't really move like that. And I see the difference between certain people's mindsets, whereas like with certain people are just stronger minded, more
Mm-hmm.
mature, and just like they handle business differently. That's why I was asking, what do you feel like separates you from your peers, if anything? Because I know I know we are who we hang out with, but at the
Right.
same time, like I don't know too many people that have their own brand that's pushing it consistently the way you are, especially from Plainfield.
Mm-hmm.
I know people that make music and stuff like that, but when it comes
Right.
to a brand and actually sticking to it, I haven't seen a lot of people stick to it and actually consistently put stuff out.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like overall, it's I personally don't have children, so I can't speak on that specific notion, but just seeing it through the lens of other people, you know, it's not something to just, take lightly. You feel
Nah,
me? It's
yeah,
not
not
something
at
to
all.
take lightly.
Especially because again, like you want in your 20s, you want to live out, you want to party every day, you want to travel, but that
Hmm.
all gets on hold. You can't just up and jump and want to take this trip out there because you gotta
Yeah.
worry about your kid. Because if you don't have that support system that many people don't have, luckily I do have a good support system with my kids. It's hard. You're gonna have to provide day in and day out, and again, without the proper support, it's harder than you think.
So growing up, you
Mm.
feel me? You said you had your first son at 19. Like, what changed? You feel me? Because even when it comes to relationships, the person you're dating, things ain't gonna be the same once a child gets involved. And
Right.
I know you personally, your mind probably or most likely wasn't the same when you figured out that you were gonna have a child, and then it changed again when you actually saw your own son for the first time. So like, how did the level of maturity, progress with you from 18 to now, and you carrying that mindset into other elements in your life as well?
I was actually in this. I was in Connecticut at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and when I found well, actually going back to Connecticut again because I said I got recruited. I graduated from Rampo. I started in Connecticut for the 2 years, but came back due to COVID and finding out I was having a kid. So that whole time away in school, I was just mental. Like you can't prepare yourself for to be a parent.
Yeah.
It happened when the kid get here. That's when it happens. But mentally, I was just preparing myself. I always knew what type of father I was going to be when I had kids, due to how my father was with me and my brothers. It was
Mm-hmm.
just the timing, not now. I'm a sophomore in college. Like I'm not even think about this right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
heck no, please no. But again, I just continue to prepare my mind. Not think of the worst. Is just all right. What I might have to do? What's going to change? And then the first, I would say, the first year was hectic, a little roller coaster. But once you put it together, a schedule, and then you really a schedule, it all comes to lay up, makes it things a little easier for me. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's how it was for me.
Now, was there anything that you seen personally that kind of was like, once you figured out that you were gonna be in this position, was there anything that you seen growing up to where it's like, I, like you said, you already knew what type of father you was gonna be,
Right.
but what were the things that you seen that you told yourself that you weren't gonna be that type of father, or you weren't gonna implement those characteristics?
Just seeing the environment I'm growing up in Plainfield, seeing the older crowd, being I'm younger than a lot of folks, the people I hang around is I'm seeing older dudes doing things that
That
I
you would
won't
never
never
do.
see myself do. So seeing them do that, then seeing the lapse that happens with it, and then the repercussions is like, yeah, I'm not going down that route. I'm sorry. And like I said, I didn't grow up with the younger crowd to where I was doing all the fun stuff with everybody else. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
seeing the older things. So as that's going on, and I'm growing up. I know. Yeah, I remember this time when bro was this. I can't be that. I don't want to
Yeah.
be that down that age. At this age, I want to be here sitting at this standard, this level already.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So with the designs that you have now with the brand, this is like your main logo.
Yeah, this the main logo.
Okay. Um, talk about the designing and everything behind it, the inspiration of it all.
Uh, the hand. The prayer hands is due to the Islam, me being Muslim with the prayer hands. Uh, love. You got the red implementing love, being that for the heart. Loyalty, the blue, cool color. Respect, and green.
Mm-hmm.
It's just common colors that all relates back to the word. And then, as it says, do everything with a smile, respect other people, and don't worry about too much what other people say bad. So do everything with a smile, walk around with a pride, have your chin up, respect other people. You give respect. The main motto people give respect to. What is it? What does it say? How it go?
The golden rule type.
For respect.
You want to if you want to receive respect, you got to give it. Something
Yeah,
like that.
basically like that. So walk around with respect, give respect, smile to other people. Don't worry about what other people say. Everybody got something negative to say all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody is nothing never positive. If it So when people say anything, block it out. Keep being you. Walk around with your chest up. Do everything with again, respect other people so you can get that respect back.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about the negativity. You block out the negativity. You
You ain't got to
cool.
worry about nothing.
Now you got three principles: love, loyalty, respect. If people don't come with that, automatically you're gonna block out the negativity because you don't worry about what people say. They don't
Mm-hmm.
come with them principles. They don't stand with them morals. And it's not just for men. It's men and women.
Yeah.
Everything you put love, loyalty, respect. That's what we all want.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, that's big because when I was creating the cozy brand, that's kind of the same principles I based it off of.
mm,
You focused on love, loyalty, and respect. I was focusing on just being secure and comfortable with in yourself,
right, that's
and
dope.
that also, you know, what you was just saying is have it within yourself so you could receive it and give it out too.
Right.
Same thing that I'm trying to push. You feel me?
Mm,
Because especially with the type of people that we grow up around a lot of different characters that have a lot of different agendas, and it's easy to get caught up in the mix and the sauce of all the negativity.
right.
But when you actually create something that's positive,
Mm,
and the type of person you are, I'm pretty sure you know people who that you deem valuable in your life, and they know people as well. So like
right.
for you to be the one to create this brand, I'm pretty sure people are looking to you like, okay, you're the light out of everybody that you're around right now because of the energy that you put into this and the energy that people feel when they throw these clothes on.
Right.
Having you showcase your clothes at the festival, a lot of people would, a lot of people like the designs and the message and everything behind it. And
Appreciate
I know a lot of people still, personally with me, a lot of people still ask about the clothes and stuff
you. Right. You
just
can
through
definitely
me. So, you feel
appreciate
me?
that opportunity you gave me as well. It was the first one for me and looking to do more. It was a dope event.
No, yeah,
Very dope event.
we're gonna do more for sure. We're gonna do more, and I'm trying to set some up in North Carolina where I can have people come down there and do the same thing. You feel
Right.
me?
Yeah. I want like Jersey. I was just talking with this with my homie last night, man. Jersey don't we don't have that support or that push to help these brands or these artists grow to where they need to go. Like
Hmm.
we step in New York, you talk to one influencer or one investor, they all in. They gonna push your brand to where you want it to go. Not necessarily at the top already, but they're gonna put you in the platform to meet different resources to allow this to grow. You go down south, it's the same thing. It's
Hmm.
a whole army pushing one person brand. They want to see you win.
Now, why you feel like that is with Jersey specifically, or do you feel like that's more so like in your specific city with Plainfield?
Nah, it's Jersey all over. We don't have, like I told my man, just we don't have nobody to set that foundation of who to bring them resources back to Jersey. Like for
Mm.
example, New York, you got Fab, Who else? 50. Like they all made it to somewhere to where now they give back to New York to inspire the other people. Now they giving resources to push the younger artists to do what they need to do. They
Yeah.
signing them down in perfect example down the. I look at the whole CMG team over there. They
Mm-hmm.
push everybody. They move as one unit. They bring young artists in and they build them up and push them as a team. And they continue to do it. Go and go, 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 go. And then they all make it. They all win as one. They everybody eating at the table. That's the main goal. We all eat. And not everybody in Jersey to understand that because we don't have nobody to really look up to. We have our big time artists, but not really big time to bring these resources in because they still trying to get on the
Yeah.
platform to put out for us, but they don't have the people pushing them. It's everybody for themselves. Everybody.
You know what I've noticed too, kind of like a
Mm,
lot of people in New, a lot of people I've seen in the area. I feel like us being in between areas like New York and Philly and even down south, a lot
right.
of people they look at those areas and just see people getting put on.
Mm,
You know, they got Gilly and Wallow in Philly.
right.
People go on that podcast get put on. Breakfast Club is in New York. I know that's universal, but it's like it's different things. You feel me? New Jersey don't got that one thing to where it's like we known for this person doing interviews or we known for this group rising up out of here.
Mm.
Everybody that kind of group got fame in Jersey, just it was just hood fame.
Hood fame or independent work, they
Yeah.
did it themselves. They had to go network out on their own and then come back, but it's still not enough, or you don't get that feel like I
Mm-hmm.
did it because it's you had to go off from other people, and that's the game today. Though you got to surround yourself with other people that's trying to go the same place you trying to go to, allow yourself to get there, and it's not a good. It's a good and bad thing, I should say.
Do you feel like the mindset that people have in New Jersey doesn't necessarily align with the mindset that you have or the energy that you are trying to push out through your brand?
I feel as though it's a handful of people that have that same energy. It's just they don't know where to start from.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't know where to go and where like what to do. They hesitant, want to procrastinate. Like with my brand, I was procrastinating for a minute, but it's just you gotta do it. You gotta bet on yourself. Like you just gotta take that risk
Yeah.
to see what happens. And when you take the risk, you see the support. Again, you're not gonna blow instantly. It's not a marathon, not a race. I should say it's a marathon. You gotta take your time. So each project, you gotta just keep betting on yourself and just hope for the right eyes and the right people to see it. And that's just gotta you gotta keep believing in yourself. Like you gotta just be addicted. Like you gotta have that vision. Like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, this gonna grow. Like this $1 million brand. Cause I don't look at it just like it's a clothing brand. Again, it's 3 reasons.
So you said this you're not looking at this as just a clothing brand and that, you know, it's bigger than that. Do you see yourself, eventually I know you want to expand outside of New Jersey,
Hmm.
but do you see yourself actually settling outside of New Jersey? And or do you want to just focus on being the person that gives back to their community, you feel me, and being the community leader at one point in time?
More so get back to my community because like I got so many different skills. Is what I want to put into things and projects is just getting with the right team and right people. As far as though again sports wise, like basketball, I want to bring back sports a foundation again in our city. Luckily our high school they doing good. Our football team actually did well this year, state champion. Well, not state champions, but made it to the playoffs, I should say. And they got a couple of kids going to school as far
Mm-hmm.
as that, so that's good. The basketball up and coming as well, but it's a lot of sports out there that fell off. We had baseball that was supposed to be going. Every kid grew up playing baseball nonstop. Now there's none, no rec leagues, no more. We got two different football teams now. Like we used to have the Cardinals and the Vikings. Now it's the Titans, and I don't even know the other teams now. But it's more so to come back and build for community, have something for these kids to grow and be happy about,
Mm-hmm.
and and leave out of Plainfield with something like I'm from Plainfield, so when they go and get to a certain school, a D2, D1, whatever D3, whatever it is now to get professional in what they want to do, far as business wise, athlete wise. They could rep their city. They got something to come back to. Like they got a gym to work out in. They got a field to go play at. Somewhere to perfect it, continue to perfect their craft instead of going out of home base.
Yeah.
You'd rather be comfortable in your city and then have that everybody around you being happy with you and supporting you and all that, especially at home.
So, was there anybody in particular in your life that inspired you in any way, shape, or form? Or was all of this just purely from within?
All purely within, really, all purely within.
Is there anyone that business wise inspires you or motivates you to kind of like pursue uh business the way that you are?
Yeah, the street artists you got Meat, Moneybag, that like I said, the CMG team, they come from the inner city, like they hustlers.
Mm-hmm.
Rose, they ballers. They want to go get that money. They pushing a brand, a purpose. You gotta go get that money. You gotta branch out and work for this shit. So that's who I ain't gonna say look up to, but that's who I would say study and like try to pick up they resources, like how they what they go, how they move, like that's how I want to move. That's where I want to be. That's where I need to be, like with the bosses.
So speak about having that inspiration from within. Like, a lot of people kind of are motivated or they gain inspiration from outside sources and kind of base their designs or artwork or business life off of somebody else and then just end up following somebody else's path rather than making their own. So speak a little bit about, you know, the mindset that you have to kind of pull this from within you and not necessarily try to feed off of outside sources to gain inspiration to, create this brand.
Long story short, I ain't trying to fail. I don't want to sit on the side of the street asking for money, begging. I don't.
Hmm.
My main thing is I don't want to work for nobody. Like I work now, but the main goal is not to work for somebody. I want my own thing. It's my own brand. I want to feel that value. Like I'm somebody. Like people look up to this brand and
Hmm.
like, yeah, that's Zay. Like, damn, I know him. So it's just the real thing is just not wanting to fail for real, standing for something, not being average, not working, just settling for like main thing, just not settling.
Hmm.
Just I'm trying to go take it to wherever it could go, and the sky's the limit, inshallah. So main thing is just not wanting to fail. You gotta have that mindset. Don't fail, and whatever you do, don't fail. I'm not failing in this. So I'm trying to make it again. Like with Cozy, I know you had that mindset. I'm not failing. You can't. I'm not about to fail in it. I'm about to take this. Sky's the limit. Look, it's growing and continue to grow because you had that mindset. Like, I'm not gonna fail, even though it come with the L's. Is all right. Then let me pick back up. Let me see what I could do to make this better. Cause we ain't failing. Like we could hit zero, but we're gonna get back up to 100
Yeah.
real quick. But you just pick up from your mistakes and just again, don't fail, don't give up. Like Iman said today in the masjid, don't give up. Yes, man. A lot of people give up too fast,
Hmm.
and they get discouraged because it's not going as well. You looking at the outside crowd, looking at other people's success, and not knowing some people did the same, going through the same process to what you had to do. Don't give up. You gotta take the L. You gotta take what comes with it to continue to grow and be successful in what you're trying to do.
So what's like your main goal for 2024 with the brand and as an individual? Like, my bad. What are some of the things that you want to accomplish this year? And, what are some of the goals that you want to meet?
My main goal is continue to be consistent with the brand. Dropping. I want to tap in with the right team, the right people to continue to drop consistent pieces like rapidly. Not so every week, so say, but like every 3 weeks, every month, I should say, coming out with new pieces and just having my brand in the right eyes. I just want to get that to the right field, the right people that's in certain platforms to rock my brand out to
Mm-hmm.
continue to grow to now I know, all right, if I get them to wear, is many other people that's gonna wear it, and that's just continue to grow. And then again, tapping into other things with 3 reasons. Like my friend got food, she do catering and all that. My man, the barber. So just trying to do different businesses, teaming up with other people, cause again, they everybody stand for love, loyalty, respect. I'm not looking to for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we could be a teamwork. Listen, cool. 3 reasons cozy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's certain, just for example, like that. That's how I'm looking at as far as being a brand and continue to grow.
Now, with the community aspect, you spoke about, bringing sports back and giving people and especially children coming up, a
Hmm.
space to kind of like express themselves, be comfortable, and just have an outlet, other than just turning to elsewhere. You feel me?
Right.
Is that something that you kind of is that something that you want to start building on now with, the connections that you mentioned just now? Or is this something that you look at as a long-term goal to where, it's going to take time obviously, but what are some of the main things that you would want to have happen with that goal in mind? Are you looking to have a community center built? Are you looking to build a sports team for the community, whether it be tied to a school or a rec league, or what is it that you really specifically want to do when it comes to that?
Uh, the long term goal is to build a community center. Just have everything all in one. You feel me? To where everybody could just run to that one place, that one
Mm-hmm.
center. Like I know what it takes to get to where these people trying to go and what they want to do. So being I will for say control and be able to bring it into the city 24/7. Damn, then go ahead, perfect your craft. But
Mm-hmm.
again, there's gonna be certain values in there to resources to continue to grow and to help you as a man and woman what you're trying to do. So long term goal is just build a community center and give back. And then again, right now, I would say continue to build the crowd up with 3 reasons to where now if I do want to decide to do that project, I won't jump into that project just by myself. Now
Mm-hmm.
I have more people invested and seeing the same vision I'm seeing to want to do to give back and want to build this community center.
Yeah.
But at that time I had the team that found the right foundation, the right people that all in to do it.
Word, word. So outside of playing field, do you see yourself taking that idea and growing and expanding on it, or do you really just want to focus on the city that you from and just, zone in on that?
Nah, I'm open minded. I'm willing to go all over, travel all over to take this brand.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'll go all over for this brand. But again, I won't never forget where I'm from. I'm always gonna come back to home base and put that forward. But to get where I need to go, I have to uh, branch out. So, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to do that. That's my main goal: branch out to get with other people.
Word. I got a couple more questions. So, all right, one of my last questions is with the mindset that you have, it seemed like you're pretty strong-minded and you confident in yourself to, keep on pursuing this and stay consistent with everything else that's going on in your life.
Right.
But what is it that makes you, have that level of security within yourself to kind of be comfortable with not caring about how you're being perceived with this brand and just, fully betting on yourself? Like what is it that gives you that confidence and that comfortability within yourself to do the things that you're doing?
Uh, Truthfully, having my faith in Allah, and I always had that. I always walked around not caring what other people say. So,
Mm-hmm.
is people words don't phase me. Is I'm my own feeling, my own embarrassment. So, I'm other people can't embarrass me or make me look bad because they not walking in my shoes or doing what I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing. So everything I'm doing and I'm betting on myself, I know what comes with it. So if I'm gonna embarrass myself, I mean if I'm gonna embarrass somebody, I'd rather be myself and then not allowing somebody else to do it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just again not walking around having the mindset not caring what other people say, not Just focus on you. They truthfully stay in your own lane. A lot of things people can't do. Stay in their own lane, and they want to branch out, focus on other things. You stay in your own lane. A lot of good things happen for you.
When did you figure that part out of life? You feel me?
I always, since I was a kid, I always stayed in my own lane. I just never been no follower. I always been. I wouldn't say the light of the crowd, but I always stood out to where I ain't have to do too much. I'm me. I'm who I am. I'm the light of the room. I'm gonna just be me regardless. You gotta accept me for who I am. If not, it is what it is. At the end of the day, though, Allah could judge me.
Mm.
So
To end off the video, the interview, you feel me? Let the people know like some motivational tips, some things that they could take away from you and, take a and take advice from, you feel me?
the main thing is, man, to people, don't give up in what you believe in. Don't allow other people's negativity, other people's opinions stop you from what you want to do in life. And so just continue to bet on yourself. You gotta take that risk. The procrastination not gonna get you nowhere because time continue to tick
Mm-hmm.
as you see it. Don't stop for your plans or your goals or your dreams. So
Mm-hmm.
you gotta bet on yourself. Again, don't allow other people negativity either from your parents, your family, your closest friends. If you feel as though deep down in your heart and you see what you're trying to do is gonna get you to where you want to go for it. Cause eventually, everybody's gonna fall in. They think you're crazy now, but once it start going, everybody, oh, all right, let me help you do this, let you do that. But bet on yourself. Don't allow people negativity not to hold you back from not doing what you want to do in life
Mm-hmm.
and anything you want to do, sports, artists, music, anything. Just go get that shit, bro. Just go get it.
Or and let the people know where they can find you at too.
Yeah, I got two Instagrams. My main one is underscore ZAA3Z3. And then I have my business Instagram underscore 3Reasons. Three underscores. Once you put that in and then put 3 reasons, it's gonna come up. The only Instagram with 3 reasons up there. I gotta update the website to where everything is up there. But if you DM me, I ship everywhere, all over, out the state, out the country, everywhere you need a sweatsuit, anything. I got more merch. If you look on the page, the 3 Reason page got everything I drop. I got a lot of inventory, so whatever people see, just DM me. I'll ship it out to you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
reasonable, so it's gonna get to you if you like what you see. Trust me, and it's only the beginning. We're gonna keep dropping.
All right, well, I appreciate you stopping through. Don't let it be the last time, you feel
Not
me?
at all, Brody.
We definitely
Appreciate
gonna have
you.
to catch up in a couple months to see what the progress looking like.
Absolutely,
But yeah,
absolutely.
it's my pleasure having you on the podcast, you
Thank
feel
you,
me?
brother. Thank you. So,
And good luck to
alhamdulillah.
you in all your endeavors, you feel me?
Likewise, likewise.